Hello, everyone. Welcome to Backyard Musings, broadcasting live from Apple Valley. I'm Steve.
And I'm Scott.
A little bit blustery today, a little bit cool.
Yeah, a little cool spring
You can
day.
see the trees in the background just going crazy. So we're going to muddle through it and get to it.
Absolutely.
All right, so Thursday, 4/25, that's yesterday, was a terrible, very bad, no good day for Democrats versus Trump. You know, the Get Trump clan. The Supreme Court really appeared skeptical that the appeals court rejected Trump's claim that he has absolute immunity from criminal charges based on official acts as president. If you recall, the lower court said we reject that, and so the arguments yesterday, the justices were pretty much, the questions were, well, what would happen if we allowed no immunity? I mean, it would get out of hand, wouldn't it? And
who would want to serve?
Yeah.
You know, who would want to serve if they knew that they're going to get, slammed with some kind of an indictment or something as soon as they get out of office?
And when we were talking earlier about this, I mentioned that our enemies would see this, that president is handicapped, and that would go into their thought calculus about what things they would do, fire on South Korea or invade Taiwan. It would go into that calculus. The opposition party may want to jail the president for helping, the collateral damage in helping Taiwan, for instance. So the justices seemed skeptical. It was Ketanji Brown's Jackson was really weird. She said it was a circular argument why they shouldn't be held for their, what did she say, personal acts?
Yes.
And we were talking, how do you separate official from personal with the president? I mean, he is 24/7 the chief executive. Right?
Yeah, and again,
You can't separate it.
Is that gonna blur your judgment, by making a call based on what you might think that could happen in a few years or, next month or whatever, it's crazy.
You'd have to hire another aide who would specifically be devil's advocate to say,
more attorneys.
this could happen if you did this, Mr. President.
Yeah, more attorneys.
One word for how to handle this: impeachment. It's in the Constitution.
Yeah.
The president commits a high crime, treason, bribery, or misdemeanor. Impeach him. If he pulls a gun out on Park Avenue in New York and shoots someone, impeach him when he's president, right? When he's president. This is so tired and ridiculous. Biden should be prosecuted for cocaine in his house, right? And all the whales that washed up dead on the eastern seaboard, right?
I mean, if you want to go crazy on this stuff, then that's kind of what they're doing with Trump. They've been doing it for what? 6 years?
Yeah.
7 years?
What about
8 years?
What about Obama? That drone strike that killed a U.S. citizen? Put him on the death penalty for authorizing that drone strike.
Yeah, what's the deal?
George Bush should be prosecuted for starting a war based on a lie, right? Clinton prosecuted for influence peddling the Clinton Foundation, Bill Clinton, perjury and obstruction of justice while lying under oath. Reagan should be prosecuted for the Iran-Contra affair. I mean, the list is endless. Impeachment. You don't like it, impeach.
Yeah, what's the difference between Trump's hush money and the money that was paid out for those ladies that Bill Clinton thought he was going to get friendly with?
No difference.
No difference. At all. At all.
That's just, well, you call it hush money, but it's a non-disclosure agreement.
Exactly.
You don't disclose. I pay you money, you don't disclose.
Yeah, that's an agreement, a contract, right?
It's a contract.
You made a contract.
Legal contract, and it's written too. Charges can be drummed up against every single president except maybe George Washington. If you go back in time, you can find some charge. Andrew Jackson wiping out
George
the
Washington did chop down a cherry tree.
Was that? I thought that was a myth. That was for real.
I don't know. I don't know. I've heard it enough times. I think it's real.
So
but whoever owned that cherry tree can,
Or was that George Washington? Or was that Abraham Lincoln?
No, it was George Washington. Yeah.
Okay. Even if the Supreme Court decides presidents can be charged for personal conduct instead of official conduct, how do you differentiate personal from official? This sham should be immediately put down. Immunity is absolute. Impeachment is absolute unless you're a Democrat. Just ask Mayorkas.
Well, and if you're going to go after the president, then you need to go out after the members of the Congress as well, right? Because we've got proof. We've got proof that members of the Congress, we won't name any names, have lied, right? Or they've gone out.
But
and
it's lying a misdemeanor. That's the thing.
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
can
but
you be charged for lying? Well, to the FBI.
If some of it's secret,
Lying to the FBI is a
top
crime.
secret,
So how come these Dems aren't prosecuted for that?
Exactly. You know.
You've got 14 or 15 people that served prison for lying to Congress, Manafort, and, well, they said they lied.
Right.
Why don't they go after the Dems? Well, there's two tiers of justice.
I guess so.
Okay, also, yesterday, in the Manhattan criminal trial against Trump, prosecutors put David Pecker on the stand. This is the strongest witness that the prosecution can find? What a weak argument that paying for and abiding by non-disclosure agreements are campaign contributions. How can you put that nexus together of campaign contribution for a non-disclosure agreement? Like,
I don't know.
for silence.
Too heavy for my head to figure out. I don't know.
Liberal heads are spinning about catch and kill schemes. They're calling it a catch and kill scheme. Is the NDA a campaign contribution? What crime did Trump commit? Shouldn't the prosecution have put Cohen on right from the start? Cohen's the lawyer. What did Cohen know? When did he know it?
He's
Why
a
did he
proven
know
liar,
this? Well, he is a proven liar. That's true. He has first-hand knowledge of the NDAs. Was not the Hunter Biden laptop story killed? Didn't 50 shysters from the intelligence agency say, this looks like?
Yeah, they buried it.
Yeah. Did Bill Clinton, like you said, not pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to women to kill stories?
Yep.
Oh, the previous two mentioned were Democrats and Trump's a Republican.
And some of those stories were actually felonies, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Rape?
Yeah. That's
Juanita Broderick, but that was way back in the 70s.
Yeah.
There's two tiers of justice. This trial, the Manhattan trial, is a trial that's searching for a crime. They haven't listed a crime. They're trying to swing a state statute with a federal crime.
This is the same crime that the DOJ walked away from, right?
Yeah.
They said nothing here to prosecute. We're not getting involved. So why does DA Bragg feel like he needs to get involved? I don't know.
Yeah, the only purpose for this, is to tie up Trump in court.
And this is merchants, right?
Yeah.
And I heard some things the other day that he's supposed
What'd you hear?
he should have recused himself on this thing.
Yeah.
Because he's got some
his daughter
his
is
daughter's
profiting
got some,
from
exactly.
this
There's
thing, the anti-Trump
some fishy
thing.
stuff here.
Yeah.
So again, if this was the opposite side and Ivanka Trump was making some money off of this, or Eric,
Heads would be spinning.
oh my gosh, that's all we'd hear
Heads
about.
would be spinning.
That's all. Maxine Waters would become unglued, more unglued.
Okay, so coming to the next very bad, no good day for Dems. In the classified documents case, Judge Cannon released unredacted evidence that indicates the White House coordinated with the National Archive, NARA, and the Department of Justice to go after Trump regarding classified documents, although this was denied by Merrick Garland. Nothing to see here, but these documents say yes.
So who's telling the truth?
Well, I think Garland would say, not to my knowledge.
Yeah.
I think that was the denial. Plausible deniability, right? The Biden Department of Energy also involved in the cover-up. The DOE discovered after Smith announced his indictments that Trump had an active security clearance, which was then retroactively terminated. This would never be known unless the judge released the unredacted documents. Never be known. Crazy.
Doesn't make sense. Yeah.
Well, it makes sense to the Dems because it's Donald Trump, right? It doesn't make sense to law-abiding citizens.
Just
it should be
common
the same.
censors.
Yeah, the same amount of scrutiny and justice for everyone. Not and they scream no one's above the law. Well, Democrats are. They are.
Well, I don't know if they go by the law.
So the operation, the FBI operation for the raid on Mar-a-Lago was called Plasmic Echo. It should be renamed Cosmic Failure.
Yeah.
Or Epic Failure. It's crazy.
Yeah. Uncalled for.
It is. Please leave us your comments, what you think about it, rational or irrational. We'll take them. We love all the comments. What kind of gum do you chew?
Extra spearmint.
Extra Spirit.
Yeah,
We had
Wrigley's
that
Extra.
comment. Are we endorsing? We're endorsing.
Yeah.
We stand behind Extra Spearmint.
I'll take any.
Okay.
You know, somebody wants to send my way.
All right, thanks, and we appreciate you watching the episodes. Have a good one.
Take care, everyone. Thank you.